Hi, this is video number 2 in a 3-part series on how to get more confident in English before your job interview. Now, if you haven't seen the first video, you definitely want to check that out first right now. My name is Ariel Appel from Confident Business English, helping you get confident in English so you can focus on business. In this video, I'm going to give you an amazing tip on how to answer the rest of your job interview questions with confidence. So make sure to download the summary of the video in the link below to get all of the action steps that you need, which are covered in this video. So if you imagine in the interview that after the first video you have now given your perfect introduction, and now we want to answer the rest of the questions in better English. Now, most of the time, when we get invited to a job interview, we can pretty much guess what many of the questions will be asked during the interview. This has been my experience of many years of helping people prepare for job interviews in English. Now, assuming that you're good at your job and that you've done some research on the company you're interviewing for, you can get a good idea of what many of the interview questions will be. You can also get some ideas from the internet on possible interview questions. So now it's time for you to sit and think about the questions you think will be most likely asked. You want to write out on paper or on your computer all of the most probable questions. Now, after you have all of the questions written out, go through the questions and answer all of them one at a time. Take the time to really think about the answers. And after you've done all of that, send the answered questions together with the introduction that you created after watching the first video. You did do the introduction, right? And send it to the native speaker that you hired that I discussed in the first video. After you get the corrected answers to the questions back, practice them as best as you can again and again and again until you feel comfortable saying those sentences correctly and until your introduction and answers to the question flow out of your mouth effortlessly. If you're not sure how to pronounce a word correctly, you can always go to Google Translate and usually you get a good pronunciation there. This is by far the absolute best thing you can do to improve your English before a job interview, of course, except for hiring a teacher to help you practice the questions and answers. My recommendation is that you practice this for 3 or 4 days in a row if you have the option to do so. You'll really notice that your introduction and answers will get better and better every day. And at the end of 3 or 4 days, you'll be very confident in your responses and you will feel that your chances of getting that job will increase significantly. Now, after 3 or 4 days of practicing, it would be really great if you could share your comments down below on how things are going. I'd really like to hear. Let's summarize now the results that you will get after finishing exactly what I said in these last 2 videos. You can now give your self-introduction in perfect English confidently when you first begin the interview and answer most, if not many, of the questions in fluent English. Download the summary of the action steps for the video if you haven't already done so. Over my years of teaching, I have done this with many students, and I've seen the amazing results over and over. They told me how much more confident they felt during the job interview. That's it. Now all you have to do is start working on it. If you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please click that thumbs up button and I would really love to read your comments and questions down below. Good luck! And in the next video, I'm going to help you get into that right mindset, which is super important if you want to get that job. I'll see you in that next video.